everybody. We are going to teach your mom how to do a tape job for your ankle to give it a little bit more support. So I have Faith's right leg here, and she's just sitting in front of me, leg is supported. And this is my tape. You might have some pre-cut strips already, and that's okay. So I'm just going to kind of pre-measure. Sorry, I'm going to go this way. Just making sure my tape's long enough, giving it a little snip. And then I like to round my edges just because it helps the tape stay on a little bit better. So I'm just going to round my edges. This is probably a little bit too long, but that's okay. Now I'm going to ask Faith to keep her foot up this way and in just slightly, because it's the inside of your ankle that hurts. So I'm going to start on the outside, around the outside ankle bone, and I'm going to wrap the tape around to the inside. So it's important to try and not touch the actual adhesive of the tape, again, because it just decreases its effectiveness. So I rip sort of the last inch or so of the strip, so that it's like that, and then that gives me a place to hold onto either side. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to start at the outside ankle bone here. I've got my tape. Turn your foot just a little bit for me, Faith. Yeah. And I'm not applying any stretch to the tape. I'm just going to lay the tape down. And then I'm giving it a little bit of rub because heat activates the adhesiveness of the tape. So it's just hanging there. I'm just going to reposition Faith's foot. Faith, you're going to hold your foot up for me. Thank you. Now I'm going to grab the other end by just turning it over, whoops, and grabbing a little the edge so that it comes off. Trying not to touch the adhesive of the tape. There we go. And now I just pull it back. Now I'm anchoring here, so I'm holding, Faith's keeping her foot flexed. I'm going to add about 50% tension on the tape. So if this is 100%, sorry Faith, if that's 100%, I'm going to do about half of that. And her foot's already flexed, so it's already putting the tissues a little bit where we want them. And then I'm going to pull around. And I'm going to get Faith to turn her foot just so you can see a little bit better. Turn it out. Yep. So this is the inside ankle bone. I'm coming underneath the arch of the foot, and then I'm just sort of on the front of that ankle bone and on the sort of side of the ankle where the pain typically is. I'm going right over top of that. Okay, you can put your foot back where it was. Yep. And then the rest of the tape, I just lay it down with no tension again. So there's no tension on the ends of the tape. I have about 50% of tension on the other parts. You could probably try a little bit more too, as long as it's not too much pull.
Oh, I can kind of feel it.
And then I'm rubbing it to make sure it stays on nice and good. And just beforehand, make sure the skin is clean as well. You don't want any moisturizers or anything on it, or it won't stick very well. And you can wash with this, you can shower, so it can get wet. Eventually the ends do start to peel off. If you have any irritation, redness, itchiness, or for some reason if your pain is worse, then you take it off. So Faith, I'm gonna have you stand up and face the camera. So you stand right here, just so that they can...
I feel like I hurt myself again.
So they can see, so turn and face the camera. It's hard to see because it's kind of a beige color. So we've got it on the outside. Yep, you can hold me. It wraps underneath, just through her arch, and then comes to the front sort of middle of her ankle. Her ankle bone is here, so it's partially on that bone. And then I just kind of wrap it around the rest of the foot. So hopefully that helps. Reach out if you have any further questions.